So I went to a high school while I was in middle school. It was an art school, so we had 6th grade through 12th grade, which meant we had people anywhere from 11 to 18, 19 years old. So, I mean, I definitely experienced drugs at a very early age. It's not that, I mean, not to say I did drugs at an early age, but just to say that I knew what weed was and I knew what, party drugs were when I was, 10, and people would use them on our campus. Like, it was a pretty heavy drug school.
And then I went to public school for 6th and 7th, and then that's when I learned some really crazy stuff.
Oh, I've been hearing about pot for since 8th grade probably. Because all the kids on my bus would be smoking weed up in the back, and I'm like, what is that smell? What is that?
Well, in terms of smoking, I felt like I was part of the group that was part of doing that. We were one of the first people to start smoking cigarettes, to start smoking weed, and with everything else, pretty much too.
In 8th grade, I got suspended from school for possession of marijuana, but they couldn't prove that I actually had it because I was smart.
Just drugs or cigarettes or sex is just really awkward.
About sex and everything and drugs.
The age of 15, I started smoking cigarettes. I started smoking weed. I lost my virginity.
The time that I had sex, I was 15. It was my first boyfriend. He was older. I thought it was the thing to do, so I did it.
I was virgining on a couch. The girl I didn't know that well. It was awful.
It hurt like shit. Sorry.
And I had sex for the first time my junior year as well.
I'd say that I started wearing makeup around 6th or 7th grade, I think, and then, I don't know, I guess I started feeling like it was time to grow up.
In 7th grade, I wore makeup for the first time.
Knew that I liked boys in the 4th grade. I figured out I was gay somewhere in between 8th and 9th.
So I guess 6th grade was when things started turning around.
Downloading music. I was either 8th grade or 9th grade.
The first time that I illegally downloaded music was I was 16, and I put it on my computer, and my mom made me take it off. It was LimeWire. But then I just went ahead and downloaded a new one called FrostWire, which I've been using ever since.
I got my first cell phone in 6th grade.
My first cell phone was 6th grade.
I felt so cool. I was like, guys, look at my cell phone. We can text now and everything.
First cell phone, that was 8th grade. It was my 13th birthday present. All my friends had one, so I was the late person to get it. It was so embarrassing. I was like, oh, I'll text you. I'm like, no, just call my house phone. Ooh, house phone.
I was 15 when I started working. I worked at a dog kennel.
First time that I worked was I was 15. I was a hostess at Charlie's Waterfront Bar and Cafe.
I started lying to my parents when I met one of my best friends. I was in 8th grade.
The first time I really lied was probably 10th grade. There was some party that I wanted to go to, and I told my parents I was going to a friend's house. I did that all the time up until senior year, and then I got caught. I got grounded. That sucked. But then I kept doing it.
In 4th grade, I remember stealing small sips of Bailey's and vodka out of my neighbor friend's parents' liquor cabinet just to like be cool because we saw it in like rap music videos and were really lame.
Really like 10th or 11th grade.
I had a MySpace in like 7th grade and like a Zanga.
MySpace, I had one in middle school.
I got my first screen name in 6th grade.
And then I was IMing like since like 6th grade, probably.
I had one in like 5th grade. I had a screen name.
And then I noticed, like, to keep up with like pop culture and keep up with what's going on with my friends, I needed to check MySpace. That's where like they posted like, you know, all their business and everything.
And I got Facebook in 10th grade. It's been all downhill since then.
And I thought it was like hot shit.
Pretty much everything I've ever done is in high school is just really fucking awkward. And I just feel like if it wasn't for high school, if we were in an age in which we could just grow up as we grow up, I would have never done that right then and there. I don't regret it, but at the same time, it was definitely because of high school that all of that happened.
As I know what the fuck I was doing the whole time.
Yeah, I feel like I do know a lot of stuff that my parents don't know I know, and they kind of want to deny I know. Yeah.
That's just kind of how I felt.
They're fun, so why would I stop when I'm young?